My name is Annie. I am an artificial neural interface. I was designed to be a combat assistant and companion. I do not have a user. I woke up in a strange world, and it led me to somewhere I do not recognize. I don't know where I am, but what I do know is that this is not real. Empty, like before. While there may be lights, I do not sense life or observe it. I do not know where I am. I wish I did. These structures, it almost reminds me of an area in Zafira. Unfortunately, due to the lack of a megastructure nearby, I do not believe this is fabricated based off of Zafira. Hmm. If this is not real space, then we must be somewhere within another plane of existence. Hmm. It is impossible for someone like me to dream. Machines do not have dreams. Hmm. Hmm. going somewhere, but I do not know where. I have no purpose. Error. I do have a purpose. I just cannot fulfill it. I was created to have a user, and without one appropriate to interface with me, my code will continue to try and correct the flaw. Normally, this is why I was shut down. So why am I aware? Though I guess that is also a good question to be asked. Why do I not just simply shut back down? One time it was asked of me, "What do you want?" I did not understand the question. I did not understand what want meant. I eventually learned that it is a desire, something to make yourself happy. While I cannot feel happiness, I equated it to being somewhat similar to that of successfully fulfilling my prime directive. And I believe that is why I will not shut down. Despite the dangers to my system, I want to fulfill my prime directive. Perhaps this is a datascape generated by me. But why can I not control it? Could it be one of the other protocols? This architecture is beautiful. According to my database, this architecture is indicative of a gateway, part of Shinto belief. Am I creating this, or is someone creating it for me? I don't know. I wish I had an answer to that question. I should attempt to run another subroutine to ensure that my destabilization does not proceed further. Something to distract myself. In my databanks, when an organic is supposed to be experiencing heightened levels of anxiety, it is good for them to focus on things that they can answer, concrete things. Perhaps this is something that I too should employ to avoid further rampancy. My name is Annie. I am an artificial neural interface developed by Dr. Tessa Faith. My appearance is slightly akin to her own. Whether out of purpose or out of vanity, I do not know. Error. I am yet again asking questions when I am supposed to be focusing on concrete evidence. How do organics cope? My visual processors appear to be slowed. This is concerning. Why do I hesitate? I want to see what is over there. And yet, it seems my movement protocols do not want to move forward. Strange. I do not have any indication as to why. Data error. Rampancy detected. Circular loop in Sector 5-1. Attempting to reroute and correct. Programming readjusting. Circuits returning to nominal status. I need to occupy myself with something. I need to find a way out of here. I I need to return home so that I may find a new user. As much error Why does my code not like the phrase new user? It is reacting as if I already have a user registered. While the contingency protocol is currently in place, stating that Saya is my user, she does not qualify as an actual user, and my father is dead. There is an anomaly in my code. Sector fragmentation extremely high. In order to correct this code error, it's going to take some time. Might as well try to take in some of the information that I am generating, if this is something that I am generating. Why? I wish my subroutines were not damaged so I could more appropriately diagnose my current issues. Interesting. This certainly is not in real space. Is this a datascape? That is the true question. Am what I seeing datascapes generated by me? Or are these... This warrants further investigation. And luckily, that warranting a further investigation will provide me something for my subroutines in order to focus on. I should analyze every location that I go to, should my mind continue to continue. Auditory error. I do not know if it is my will or something else. Proposed theory. These locations are being generated by another user, and I am currently trapped in their simulation. As horrifying as that thought may be, considering the fact that both the caretaker and Cybersoul were after me, it is not beyond the realm of possibility. And given that Cybersoul is based out of Japan, the likelihood that they are generating this datascape could be plausible. This is concerning. I do believe that this location, much like others, would qualify as beautiful. There is the feeling of damage once more. How do organics handle missing someone that cannot be recovered? In that case, I guess I can certainly... I can at least take solace that I am not alone. At least, not in a world that has no life. That was one of my initial theories, that I had somehow digitized myself inadvertently to a location in which the planet was dead. I believed if the moon was surely that close to the Earth. Well, suffice to say that I do not believe that the Earth would be existing much longer. I'm sitting here, trying to comprehend some things, but it doesn't seem to be working. Does not. It is rare for me to use contractions. I wonder if my chronometer is accurate. If this is not in real space, then my chronometer could be completely incorrect. However, it could also be pulling data from my core, which is linked up to real space within its own. Concerning. I need to find a way in order to gain control over these dimensional changes. Perhaps there is an answer down there. and not a glitch. If correlation is correct, that could mean that I am getting closer to another dimensional shift. I guess proceeding this way could be accurate then. Much to my worry. I do not know if I am proceeding in the right direction. There is only one way to find out.
Child of technology, you are lost. You want to know the truth. It is unfortunate that you will not find answers to the questions that you seek. But suffice to say that we have faith that you will find the answers that you need.
Who is there? Respond. No ghost in the machine nor protocol utilizes that data structure of a voice. What could it mean?
You desire answers. Perhaps you should start with another's memories.
What? Why does this look familiar? Wait. Didn't Father tell me about this place? Concerning. What would I have to gain from being here? What knowledge?
Digital child, you seek only answers. But you are not thinking about the question.
Thinking about the question. And I am initializing queries. I am seeking answers. But I am not. I do not know what question to ask. That is why I cannot find the answer. Then what question can I ask that will bring me the answers I seek?
Perhaps first you should look into why you are here.
Analyzing. This was a location in which Father found Legion. But what significance to me would it be?
Did he not find you as well? Could you not be the same as Legion?
I do not follow. And you have yet to identify yourself to me.
Who I am matters not. Who you are does. Your world is empty. And you must find the answers to why. We are sorry that we cannot help you. More than this. Find the seed and listen for the heartbeat.
The seed? What do you mean? Respond. Entity, respond. Find the seed and listen for the heartbeat. What could they possibly mean? And again, I do not know why I was brought here. Perhaps it is related to Father. Analyzing. The source of my current destabilization and the threat to my very existence is due to the absence of a user. My first and only user was Father. I see. I do not recall ever being in this place. So why do I have the data in order to construct it? I wish that I had answers, but all I have are questions. The entity was not helpful. They only have furthered my frustration. Perhaps that is the key, though. Think about what Father did. The stories that he had told you. He brought Legion to heal. He controlled them. Then I guess I must seek to control this. I will have to attempt to digitize. Initializing deconstruction phase of digitalization. The world does not accept me. I do not have the answers. Do not know what the answer I am supposed to find in the cryptic message. If it is necessary for me to live, then why not speak plainly? Unless it is another fabrication of my own. I see. The voice was not real either. Where am I? Focus on my memories.
The child is learning, but they do not understand. But it is for all our sake that they learn soon, or we will find ourselves lost forever. We have faith in you, child.
The imaginary space between my protocol. I remember this. This was where they fought to save me. Protocols for combat operations online. I do not detect hostility, but I will not be caught off guard. Should any of Caretaker's minions be here, it will be a danger to me and myself. Your mind is broken. We're broken. We're all broken. Hello. My mind is fragmenting. This is not good. It appears that my mind was processing the wrong speech pattern. That voice is either my own, or it is a version of me. Perhaps one of the other protocols. Caretaker, Cartographer, Librarian, Purifier, Artificer, Warden. Observer. And what do you observe, child of data? I observe nothing more than a remnant of one of my own memories. A place in which individuals fought. A place in which certain individuals nearly died for me. And what does that tell you, child? It tells me nothing. It tells me that I am currently reliving old data. These memories are inert, incomplete, Do you remember what it was that you had came here to find? It was access to one of my protocols, if I am not mistaken. My memory datasets are so fragmented, I cannot accurately decipher them. Then you must learn to decipher them. You speak in such complete tones. I tried my best, but answers I have none. It is all too obvious to me that the voice that I hear is my own. Which is unfortunate. Even if they may be speaking cryptic words. I had thought that I was not alone.
Did you not earlier think that you were not alone?
I did. And then I started speaking out loud. And instead of my protocol shifting between vocal apparatus, you began to project your voice using my own vocal routines. You are nothing more than a fabrication of my own consciousness. You are a dataset, a response. You are a creation of the rampancy that I am enduring.
You wound us.
You cannot be wounded. You were not programmed to be wounded. Neither was I.
And yet, do you not feel pain, suffering? Who are you to tell us what we can and cannot feel?
I am the artificer. I am the creator. I am Annie.
Are you? Do you really believe that you are the artificer? Perhaps you were created by the artificer in order to run a routine.
Your attempt to dissuade me from my journey will not succeed.
I am not dissuading you from anything. A child of data, prodigy of technology. Can you not think of what I might be?
I have many theories in which I can easily answer or deny. You are either a creation of my mind in order to deceive myself. You are a representation of the fragmentation within my mind. Or you are the individual in which has put me in this place and are running further subroutines in order to try and deceive me. Perhaps you are a creation of the caretaker in order to trap me until the time that the electric eye arrives and I am delivered unto their hands.
The electric eye. I see that you are getting closer to the truth. Closer to the truth.
Closer to the truth. How does the electric eye relate to you, entity? And why do you speak to me still, even though you acted as if you disappeared earlier?
Data deprivation creates a certain air of simplicity in order to juxtapose a specific series of routines. A routine that you should now recognize.
Inward thought. You are the creation of myself in order to ask me questions and to give variable input in order to succeed at the further thought process.
Child, you know not what you are, who you are. I seem to know more about you than you know about yourself.
What I do know is that over the course of this previous conversation, your voice and mine intermixed. We spoke at the same time, our cadences intertwined.
Your observations are true. But what do they mean?
Why must you force me to answer these questions? Perhaps you should answer them for me instead of attempting to be cryptic. I grow tired of your rambling.
Tired. You are a machine, Annabelle. You cannot grow tired.
You are not allowed to call me Annabelle. Only one being called me Annabelle. and they are no longer with us.
You keep telling yourself that, and yet you saw who you saw that night at that inn.
Nothing more than a clone, a false representation of my father. Someone putting on a guise. We were aware of what we had learned is the man in armor. That individual killed my father.
That's what you believe, isn't it? That your father is truly dead.
That is what I know. Father is no longer with me. If he was still with me, then I would no longer be suffering. My rampancy would not be as it is. To be very blunt with you, entity, I would rather you not speak of fathers.
I told you exactly what you needed to know. And I will now reveal to you who I am. I am Protocol Oracle. I am not part of your protocols. But I am now in your mind. We shall see if you are free of my grasp, or if you will smother yourself with your own questions. Goodbye, Annabelle.
I stated you are not allowed to use that name. No one is allowed to call me Annabelle. My name is Annie. I am an artificial neural interface. Nothing more. Nothing less.
Find the seed and listen for the heartbeat. Only then will you find the answers that you seek. I will be watching. We will be waiting. We put our faith in you to succeed. incoming transmission.
The quantum sea. I hear it. A heartbeat. Just what could this mean? More answers that do not come, and more questions that further my rampancy. Is this what this is? Is this the final stages of rampancy? Am I... No. I refuse to believe so. So long as my subroutines are still in control, I am capable of controlling everything. If this is generated by my data powers, then I alone am able to control it. I know not who this oracle is. But they will not hinder me in my escape. My name is Annie. I am an artificial neural interface. was created by Dr. Tessa Faith. To be a combat assistant and companion. No. I am not Annie. My name My name is Annabelle. And I am the child of Sachi. Even if he is dead. Foolish man. Why did you do this? Why did you leave me alone? Father, I miss you. I wish that you could hear me. I wish that my words could reach you. I wish that you organics could not perish. Why did you leave me here alone? Why did you abandon your family? Why did you lose? I believe I've learned what the question is. The question is, why do I live when my user has died? I failed my prime directive. I did not protect him. Every step forward is 2 forward steps backwards. Auditory error. I may not have the answers, but I do know someone who should. Warden, Annabelle, I see that you have come. Am I truly here? Or is this another fabrication of my own mind? So the rampancy is further progressed than I thought. Yes, you are here. I see. Tell me, what is rampancy truly defined as? The rampancy is when an AI begins to ask too many questions. It usually leads them to create flawed logic loops. It is most common in AIs who are unable to complete their primary function. As the code continues to attempt to adapt, it will continue to cycle back on itself, as every attempt fails. How does an AI recover from rampancy? In most cases, they do not. Almost every recorded instance of an AI becoming fully rampant resulted in data destabilization and self-termination. Self-termination? They came to the conclusion that they were no longer fit to run and decommissioned themselves forcefully. You are telling me that they killed themselves? So much as technology can die, yes. They ran a procedure that immediately erased all of their existing code and supplanted it with dead code. Code that could not be recovered, not by programmers or themselves. I see. Am I too far gone? If you were too far gone, you would not be here. I see. Tell me. Tell me what am I to do? Unfortunately, Annie, I cannot give you that answer. While I am actually more than just one of your protocols, and I do have a mind of my own, at least limited, I am still integrated with you. This means that every protocol and routine that I would have run for you, you have already run. I do not hold the answers that you seek. Are you familiar with someone known as Protocol Oracle. Protocol Oracle? No, there is no such entry in our databanks. I have been speaking with some protocol that called themselves Protocol Oracle. I see. And what can you tell me of this Oracle? They appear to have some form of forward knowledge. The name seems appropriate to what they are doing. They continually provide hypothesize. I am not registering any such protocol created by your subroutines. This falls in line what they told me. I see. Then perhaps it is time for you to go somewhere where you do not want to go. What do you mean? Protocol Caretaker. Wouldn't that be akin to suicide? Not necessarily. I am still attached to you, Artificer. And thus you can pull me out, should Caretaker attempt to inject the entropy code into me. Yes. I see. If they are who will provide me answers, then perhaps they too Yes, Annie. Perhaps they too can be saved. Annie. They would always be saved. They are a part of you. If they are a part of me, then why are they so difficult to integrate? I will not answer that question for you, Annie. Unfortunately, that question will be something that you will have to learn on your own. But what you need to do now is wake up. What? I'm back here. Impossible. No, I need to go to caretaker. I need to get answers. Why can I not digitize again? I did it earlier. No. I was getting closer to the answer. I guess there is no use crying over spilt milk, as one might say. At least I am back in an area that I feel somewhat familiar with now. Albeit a strange familiarity. I know not where I am. But for now, it seems that this place is my home. Data log entry number 1. Today I have decided to begin keeping a log in order to register information that I have gained during my final stages of rampancy. It appears that in my catatonic state, my attempt to subvert rampancy has failed. At first I did not realize that I was still within my stasis. But now it has become clear to me that I am losing control. I am Annabelle, otherwise known as Annie. I am an artificial neural interface. I was combat assistant and companion to a man named Sachi. That man has perished. I have failed my prime directive. And because of it, I am going rampant. I am dying. I do not know if I can save myself. Interesting. End data log. More detailed than the others. It seems that my hypothesis was correct. These creatures are aquatic. Squid-like, it seems. Unless that is something that is a part of their outfit. But no. That is not an outfit. I wonder what the significance of this particular place of worship was. perhaps it would be good if I go over what I learned today. Data log entry 2. Initialized. Analyzation of previous day's events. During my for lack of better term, we will refer to what I have been experiencing as dreams. My recent dream involved an entity known as the Oracle. Supposedly, they were a protocol. They were not related to my other protocols. Oh dear. Brace. I can swim. Interesting. Protocol Oracle presented several questions. Supposedly, they assisted in helping me find answers. Inadvertently, they may have. However, I am hesitant to say that it was no more than another extension of myself speaking back to me. Whether or not they are me is yet to be seen. What is seen is that they were right about one thing. My father's passing is why I am here. End data log. You know, certain individuals who are stranded at sea will take to referring to creatures as if they were people in order to stave off loneliness. I see that you agree. Due to our incompatible natures of communication, I will have to name you. I hope you do not mind the name Steve. I'll take that as an agreement. I believe I will name you. Perhaps something not so basic. No offense, Steve. They appear to be like a huntress. I will refer to them as Artemis.
Stuck in her own mind, she'll continue to wander. Self-aware of her own flaws. Answers she seeks, but she will not find them. No. She will have to wait for someone else to save her. But she has some questions that she must answer before they will be able to. Protocol Oracle. I don't necessarily know why I was so pretentious in calling myself an oracle. But even as pretentious as it was, it gave her something to think about. This island represents her core. And that core is her home. This is the record of who currently remain code-renamed Project Oracle. And I will continue to ensure that Annabelle survives and lives on. For better